The countdown to UFC 319 is in full swing, and all eyes are locked on the highly anticipated middleweight title clash between Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. Now, fresh updates from Chimaev's training camp are set to intensify the debates, even further about who will emerge victorious from this all-out war. Known for his overwhelming intensity in the opening rounds, but often criticized for fading in longer fights, Chimaev seems to have heard the criticism and is now targeting his biggest weakness: cardio. Let's dive into the insider information from Chimaev's camp that has MMA fans worldwide convinced that a Chimaev victory is inevitable and that du Plessis simply won't be able to stop him. The one to bring these details was Arman Sir, one of Chimaev's main training partners who has been witnessing the Chechen's daily grind up close. Arman described a flawless training regimen that could completely shift the fight's dynamic. In this camp, Khamzat has improved his recovery ability and strength and conditioning. He's been doing strength and conditioning sessions twice a week, in addition to striking, sparring, and wrestling. He's working with a new strength and conditioning coach focused on his cardio. So I believe in this upcoming fight, his cardio must be very good. He's been tested in that area every day. Regarding his recovery, there's a device that shows his recovery stats every morning when he wakes up. And if he's overloaded, they let him rest so that he's fully ready. Because if you show up to a sparring or a fight overloaded, you won't perform well. That's why he needs someone by his side 24/7, monitoring and stopping him at the right time to prevent overload. He's a guy that works very hard. This report paints the picture of a different Khamzat, one who's eager to prove he's not just a first-round blitz but someone who can maintain a relentless pace deep into the later rounds, with daily monitoring, cutting-edge recovery technology, and a coach dedicated solely to his cardio. The Chechen appears to be taking his preparation to another level. This revelation is significant because conditioning has always been the big question mark in Chimaev's game. Critics have long argued that if dragged into deep waters, the wolf would falter. But now, the narrative is shifting. What if Chimaev is truly ready to bring that same ferocity into rounds 3, 4, and 5? Bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley also shared his honest thoughts about this fight. O'Malley admitted that doubting someone with Chimaev's potential is nearly impossible, while also pointing out some tactical insights after re-watching du Plessis' recent fight against Israel Adesanya. According to him, even though the South African walked away with the victory, that fight exposed openings that Chimaev could exploit. Khamzat vs DDP is a really exciting fight for me right now. I just watched DDP vs Israel this morning before training. Dude, Izzy was doing really well in that fight. DDP took over at the end, but man, Izzy was dominating most of that fight. Then in the 4th round, he got hit on the head and completely fell apart from there. But Khamzat vs DDP is a fight I'm really hyped about right now. I feel like it's hard to doubt Khamzat and DDP obviously, everyone keeps doubting du Plessis in every fight, and he keeps proving them wrong. But Khamzat, after what he did to Whitaker, the way he did it, it's like damn, yeah, I'm picking Khamzat on this one. O'Malley's analysis reflects what many fans and pundits are feeling. The fight is unpredictable, but Chimaev's last performance against Robert Whitaker still resonates heavily in the MMA community. The Wolf didn't just win, he dominated, amplifying the perception that he could become one of the most dominant champions of this era. Chimaev brings early chaos, suffocating wrestling, and now, according to camp insiders, a bolstered cardio base to maintain that tempo. On the other hand, du Plessis banks on his toughness, tactical smarts, and his uncanny ability to flip fights that seem to be slipping away. Brendan Schaub also chimed in with a statement that's shaken up the MMA world. For the former fighter, the winner of this showdown won't just secure their place in history but could realistically chase a legacy feat, conquering titles in 3 different divisions. Schaub highlighted du Plessis' physical size but mentioned that after speaking with Chimaev's team, his concerns about Khamzat's cardio were completely shut down. I think whoever wins between Khamzat and DDP, whoever comes out on top, there could go after 3 belts. DDP is bigger than Khamzat, so moving up to light heavyweight makes sense for him. He's probably already a natural light heavyweight. Jumping to heavyweight wouldn't even be that big a leap for him. DDP is a big dude. The first thing I asked the guys when we were watching Khamzat train was, how's his cardio? They said, dude, not an issue at all, because my biggest question for this fight against DDP is that DDP is a big, durable guy. So how is Khamzat going to fare in the 4th and 5th rounds? They told me, trust us, it's not a problem. DDP is huge, durable, and unorthodox. So the odds makers will say if it ends before 2 rounds, it's Khamzat's fight, no doubt. I'd say, after what I've seen, we can extend that to 3 rounds, the 4th and 5th. That's what I want to see. I want to see Khamzat in the 4th and 5th rounds. And if he's dominating because DDP is going to be hard to finish. If Khamzat can finish him in the 4th or 5th, then we've got a real one. We've got a real champion. Schaub's statement taps directly into the imagination of fight fans. The prospect of seeing a fighter chase not just 2, but 3 belts across different divisions is exhilarating. In Chimaev's case, Schaub zeroes in on the most anticipated evolution, cardio, where doubts once loomed about Chimaev's ability to maintain his pace in 5-round wars. Schaub assures that concern no longer exists within Chimaev's camp. The message he received was crystal clear. Trust us, cardio's not a problem. Combined with his natural aggression and suffocating wrestling, this turns him into a genuine threat to anyone, even in the championship rounds. For Schaub, if the Wolf not only survives but dominates du Plessis deep into the fight, the UFC would have in its hands not just a champion, but a figure capable of defining an era and chasing feats that few have dared to dream of. With Arman Tsarukyan's behind the scenes revelations, Sean O'Malley, his endorsement, and Brendan Schaub's bold projections, the narrative surrounding UFC 319 has evolved into something far greater than just a middleweight title fight. What's at stake now is the opportunity to witness one of the biggest turning points in recent UFC history. On one side, Arman's insights ignited debates. Khamzat Chimaev may now be better prepared than ever in the area that raised the most concerns: his cardio. Training under 24/7 supervision, with state-of-the-art recovery technology and a physical coach fine-tuning his endurance. The Chechen is presenting himself as an even more dangerous version, capable of imposing his suffocating style not just for a round, but for 5 if necessary. This is the missing piece that many fans needed to start seeing him as nearly unbeatable. On the flip side, Sean O'Malley reinforced that vision after watching Dricus fight against Israel Adesanya, emphasizing that although du Plessis emerged victorious, the fight exposed weaknesses that a predator like Khamzat can exploit. Still, O'Malley was clear. It's impossible to count Dricus out. He's proven countless times that he thrives in roles where he's written off. Fans are now looking at a fight where the only certainty is uncertainty. Will the new, evolved Khamzat Chimaev live up to the hype and blaze a path towards a historic legacy? Or will Dricus du Plessis once again defy logic and prove that his raw toughness and brute force are enough to halt even the most feared opponent? Drop your opinion in the comments so we can chop it up. And if you're truly passionate about MMA and want to stay updated on everything happening in the fight world, make sure to check out these 2 other videos popping up on your screen. Both are must-watch and will get you fully informed about the latest breaking news in MMA. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and smash the like to support the channel. See you in the next one.